Hello, J Reel here, and we're going to do another watch along. We did one last week, and had fun with that. And we're going to do another one tonight. And let me add the guest I have here.
What's going on?
Doing, Dirk.
Yeah, man.
I joined Dirk's channel last night and really enjoyed that, talking about some movies that I had seen the Amityville movie, the Amityville 2. I had seen that, but it'd been like 20 something years ago. So, but
Yeah, man.
talked about three films that pretty much it's introduction and being introduced to these films, and really enjoyed the conversation. And,
Yeah, man. Had a blast. And you was on the first episode of You're a Crypt on Dead Pit. So, pretty.
And so let's do some plugs here. Tell the folks what the name of your site is and what do you got coming up.
Okay. Yeah. The channel is called Subjective Perspective Collective. We mainly cover Italian horror, giallo, poliziotteschi, which is Italian crime, action films. We mix it up though too. I mean, but we mainly the focus is Italian cinema, Euro cinema, but yeah, and cult exploitation, that we cover a lot of that too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what have you got coming up on your channel?
Oh, we're gonna be covering next week. We're covering The Monster of Florence, and it's like we're going to cover two films about it, but we're also going to cover the real case. So it's a true crime kind of deal. Now, if you never heard of The Monster of Florence, nobody really found out who it was, but he was a killer in Italy, and Florence, Italy, and it's just an interesting case, kind of like the Zodiac or the Phantom Killer in Texarkana, kind of that kind of deal. But
so it's a Subjective Perspective Collective.
Yes, sir. That's
yeah.
it.
You guys go and that channel. And once again, I'm so sorry, but who was it that joined us last night?
That's Darren. That's my co-host. He's always on there with
us. It was England, Scotland. Where's he from?
He's from Wales.
Wales. Okay,
yeah.
Wales. And, I've met him before, and I think I've done some shows with him before. And he's a real cool guy, real nice.
Yeah, Darren's solid, man. We cover a lot of this stuff. A lot of this Italian cinema stuff. We're really dug in deep to it.
And that's something I need to get more into, because there's a lot of those films. Most of them I haven't seen, and I'm just now starting to sort of eke my way into those kind of films and watch them. But the Tubi's got a ton of them.
And there's a ton more of all kind of cinema around the world that I'm looking to dig into too. But that's just kind of where we're at.
Yeah. Well, cool. But here, of course, you've seen me nearly naked because it's hot. Right. I've got an old trailer house. I've got a window air conditioner, but it's still like 85 degrees in here. So that's why, for anyone that's just joining me, and if you're a regular, you're going to see me, with the.
We've done a couple.
And I'm about to sit back. You're going to see me in my underwear, but right. I'll try not to be too revealing. But and I'm wearing my yellow submarine shirt, which I just love this shirt. I love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, Beatles yellow submarine shirt.
Cool.
Of course, with the blue meanies and all that. But yeah, I got this from Tubi. I'm not Tubi. What's the name of it? Timo. Yeah. But yeah, I love the shirt. Yeah. And let's see, we got a comment here. Anthony, horror and more. What's up, fellas? I can't believe you guys are watching this tonight. I was literally about to watch Sleepaway Camp a couple of hours ago. Now I can watch it with y'all. Great.
Yeah, I just posted this on my channel on my community tab. So Anthony, he's a good buddy of mine, and so try to bring some people to the channel. You know.
Great. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And welcome, Anthony. But yeah, this is, I don't know if it's my favorite slasher, but it's probably the one that I had the most fun with. Just top to bottom, I just have a ball at this movie. It's got some of the most quotable lines in any film,
Yeah. I mean,
particularly,
go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, particularly for an 80s slasher film.
Yeah.
It's so over the top. It's got some of the most blatant overacting I've ever seen, except for except for the star, Felissa Rose. She doesn't overact, but everyone else in this movie pretty much just they have it. It's level 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll never forget the first time I seen this it was on a double bill with Return of the Living Dead.
Oh man, that'd be a good one.
Was the first time I seen it. It was come on HBO. Matter of fact, late at night in the 80s, and I was probably too damn young to be watching that shit. But that end scene, I was like, as a kid, I was so confused. I had no idea.
And then there's probably a few people that may be tuning in that haven't seen this movie, so we'll avoid the major spoiler, which is the ending of this film. But this film has one of the most iconic endings in slasher film history. That if you know, you know. And
definitely.
And yeah. But there might be a few people that haven't seen the film. Prepare yourself, you're in for a ride. But anyway, it's hilarious, it's creepy, it's weird, it's just everything you want in a movie.
Definitely.
And over the top. So yeah. And but I don't see Jake joining me. I was hoping Jake was going to join us, and I sent him the link, and he said that he might be able to join us. But and if he shows up later, we'll definitely add him.
Yeah.
And Anthony says, "I just subscribed to you, Jay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you."
Yeah, man. Anthony's good people, man.
I'll tell you, folks. If you're watching this, you're enjoying it. Please subscribe. Please, of course, always give us a thumbs up. That helps us get seen. Hit that thumbs up, and spread the word. Yeah, because we're always having fun here, and I'm trying to build this channel, and really appreciate you guys for coming and watching us. And Anthony says, I got to walk the dog, and then I'll catch up with you. Okay, yeah, go walk the dog.
Yeah.
Go walk the dog. But okay, Dirk, I guess what we'll do, let's go ahead and get synced up.
Okay, I got it ready on the title card, Sleepaway Camp. That's where I got it at.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where I'll do it too. Because in fond memory of Mom, a doer. And then let's see. American Eagle Films Corp. Production. And hang on. Sleepaway Camp. Okay.
I'm at like 23 seconds. Yeah.
Well, I'm on the title card. Sleepaway Camp. So, and it just popped up, and I have got it paused. So, and for folks that are watching with us, it's on. I'm going to be watching it on the Prime channel. It's on Amazon Prime. I think Tubi also has it. Of course, Tubi would have commercials, but if you happen to be watching it on Tubi, and you've been watching it live with us, just let me know, and I'll give you a time stamp or whatever where you could catch up.
It's also on YouTube as well. So.
Oh, cool! It's on YouTube. I didn't know it was on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube actually. So. Yeah. It'll make it easier for me because I got a TV over here, but it's kind of hard for me to.
Is it on 4K?
It looks like a pretty good transfer.
Did it come out on 4K?
No, it hasn't yet. It has a Blu-ray, but yeah.
I just got right now. The TV I'm watching does all the streaming stuff, but I can't watch input stuff. I actually have a new TV that's in the box from the warranty that I've had this thing for like 3 months. And I haven't taken it out. because I've been just watching this TV with the streaming stuff. Uh, but yeah, but okay. I guess we'll do a 3, 2, 1, go, and we'll start it on go. Okay,
All right, that'll work.
you ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Okay. What year is this? It's 83, 82, 83?
Yeah, I didn't. Let's see. It's got to be around that time because I remember seeing this in the early '80s.
I think it was filmed in 82. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Find out right quick, just to make sure. 83. Yeah.
83. Okay. So I'm an old bastard, and I would have been a sophomore in high school.
Okay. Well, I was born in '77, so I'm about to be 47. I'm starting to feel it a little bit.
On the 12th of September, I will turn 59. So.
Okay. On the 12th, I'm on the 16th. I'm September 16th.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
But anyway, panning around here, there's let's see, I guess this is a lake that we're going to come up on.
Man, it's been years since I've seen this, so it's probably been about 10 years, I'd say, the last time I've seen it.
Well, like I say, it's been a while since I've watched it, but no, I actually watched it a few days ago, sort of prepping myself for this,
Yeah.
This is, I think it was on probably VHS the first time I watched it. Just loved it. This was a frequent rent in the VHS days. Me and my friends would rent it, and watch it.
It came on HBO all the time, late at night, along with the Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah. Well, I was running the projector at my head theater back when Return of the Living Dead came out, so I showed it at my head theater, and because I was just so busy, because them old beat up, old ancient projectors that you had to thread, and there's 2 projectors, that I couldn't really enjoy the movie until a day off, because I got to see a movie for free. So I went and watched it. Oh man, I just thought it was just the greatest thing in the world, Return of the Living Dead.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, this is Camp Arroway, and
Yep.
it's up for sale. And here we are on the lake, Camp Arroway, and we're about to
I'm
be
not sure. Where was this location? I'm looking now.
I think it was New York. Hang on. But anyway, here is Angela. The kids are Angela and her brother Peter and their father, and they're on the sailboat here, and they're enjoying an outing on the lake. And
Girl scared out of her damn mind, right?
yeah, well, now, this is a lesson to be learned when you let a girl drive.
Right. And I know my wife gets mad at me all the time because I'm like, I bet that was a woman when we were out in traffic.
I'm kidding, of course, but
Right, yeah.
This girl shouldn't have drove. So,
Yeah.
But anyway, she wants to drive the boat. He didn't want to let her drive, but she keeps bugging him, so he's going to give in, and that's not going to turn out well. But anyway, the kids have stood up, and they've tipped over the sailboat, and so they're in the water. I want to say, isn't the father gay in this? I don't know. It seemed like there was some mention that he's divorced and that he's actually got a boyfriend, but I don't know if I may be misremembering.
I don't know. You talking about the actor or the character?
Yeah, well, no, and the character.
Okay.
That's actually his boyfriend he's waving at.
Oh shit! I never knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're boyfriends, and he's divorced, and this is his kids. But of course, he's gone to the other side, so to speak.
Yeah.
But that's actually his boyfriend that he's waved on the shore.
So this was filmed in Argyle.
Argyle, New York.
Yeah. Summit Lake.
But anyway, the girl's driving now. She's not paying attention to what she's doing, and she's heading right for them.
Arguing with the
The
dude.
girl's screaming. The girl's skiing behind them, and stop and stop. And she's trying to warn them. The girl on the skis.
Hits the damn pedal or hits the gas.
And they plowed into the three, and the girl screaming, "Oh my God! Somebody help those people get in the water! Get them on the boat! Oh my God! We just hit the boat." That's the girl skiing. So. And we see Peter's body there. It appears Peter has passed away. That's what appears. Like I say, no spoilers for this ending.
Right.
But anyway, we're going to jump ahead 8 years later. And Angela has been adopted by her aunt. And this woman is batshit insane.
Yeah, I do remember that.
She says everything really everything's over the top, the way she says everything. And she said, "Look what I did. I packed you and your cousin some goodies for the ride up to camp. Wasn't that nice of me?"
Yeah, everything's proper pronunciated.
Yeah. And she overstates everything, and everything's so wonderful, and but I love this character, the aunt. I love her. She's so much fun. "Angela, is there anything special that you need? We gotta go, Mom."
I feel like there's been a couple characters in other horror films that was similar to her. Like maybe they took a take from this,
Yeah, kind of over the top, kind of overacting or extreme, acting to the extreme.
Like I think Insidious 2, the mother was kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
But a little ratcheted up a little bit.
I just kept reminding myself. In fact, I tied a string around my finger so I wouldn't forget.
Yeah.
And let's see, Dead Pit's here. That's probably Wes.
Yeah.
What's going on tonight, Boz? Are you surprised this movie hasn't been canceled yet?
I actually kind of am, yeah.
Well, in this day and age, yes, particularly with that ending, yes. Or not canceled, but edited. That ending edited.
Right. And that's the importance of physical media, I believe. So,
yeah.
Like I bought the French Connection for that reason. What
do you think of something like The Exorcist or Blazing Saddles, or just movies that are just classics that certainly wouldn't be made nowadays, and it's just surprising that they haven't been just edited to hell and back,
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole cancel culture, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Which is a shame. Which is a shame, because, I mean, bad things happen and all that shit, but I think we still need to have the history of what was made.
And also, it's an insult to us as human beings that we can't make our own decisions on
exactly. Yeah.
What's right and wrong, what's offensive and not offensive, and what's the worst thing in the world that's going to happen if you're offended. You're not going to die. You're not going to go crazy. You're not going to lose your mind if you're offended. Big deal.
Right.
You can get over being offended.
Yeah.
So some of my favorite movies in existence, like I say, like this one, The Exorcist, Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
TV shows like All in the Family that I just love. that, of course, would never be made today. It's like creativity has taken a big hit. Um, doing just telling your story the way you want to tell it, that's taken a big hit.
Like this part definitely would get
Well, now, yeah, here we go with the he's the cook, isn't he?
yeah.
Uh, he's a pedophile,
Oh yeah.
and he calls them baldies. These kids, he's lusting after the kids. Yeah, we call them baldies, or I call them baldies, or whatever.
I mean, say something about chicken or something too.
Yeah, but and look at the hair we got going there.
And sorry for being so late.
Now, who are we, Jake? Who are we at now?
Well, I am blonde Judy from Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, okay. Blonde Judy, and you
Right.
got what have you got? A Freddy Krueger glove?
Yeah.
Okay. This is Jake. I don't know if you've met him, Dirk. This is Jake.
What's going on, man?
Not
He's
much.
he's got his own channel that he.
I went up late, but I am here.
Okay. Cool.
Are you queued up, Jake?
What, Jay?
Are you queued up?
Oh, where? Almost. What part are you at?
Hang on.
I'm at 11:55.
Yeah, I'm like about 11:50, 11:55, something like that. They've arrived at the camp, and the cook is just lusted after the kids and talking about the baldies and yeah. And he said, "Well, they're too young for that. No, you're too old. They're not too young. You're too old."
Ain't no such thing as being too young. They were just too old.
But anyway, now I'm at 12:20.
Picture this. It's
12:25.
staying in. Because with the right furniture, this is the perfect way to spend the day. At Value City Furniture,
She's a real carpenter's dream.
you can
That is bored and needs a screw.
And now this is Susie, and we're getting introduced to the different inhabitants of the camp here. And then Angela doesn't talk. She doesn't talk. She doesn't really participate in anything. And of course, they think she's a raving weirdo.
Mute.
Yeah. She doesn't interact. She doesn't talk. She's an outcast. Did you get queued up, Jake?
Yeah, Jay.
Okay. I didn't think about dressing up.
Yeah.
But, I don't think I have. I would have gone as Angela because I won't say why I would have gone as Angela, but
Wait, no, I'm blonde Angela. That's it. Yeah.
we got this muscle bound guy here. He really shows himself off. This guy, he really.
Yeah, and this guy, I mean, you're just wanting that guy to get it, right? I mean,
Yeah. He does get it. I like the way he gets it too.
yeah.
But anyway, they're trying to get Angela to eat, and of course, the last person in the world she needs to be alone in the room with is this guy.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll find something out she likes. I bet we can find something. You never know what you can find in there.
You saw a sweet looking cupcake, Angela. That was creepy.
Now, what is the name of Angela's, I guess, cousin, the aunt's son? What is his name?
Ronnie, right?
Ronnie?
I believe.
Ricky.
Ricky?
Yeah.
So, Angela, see anything you like? Maybe I can help you decide. Sure, a sweet looking little cupcake, like Jake said. And now he's unzipping his pants, and or about to, trying to. But
What are you doing?
You didn't see nothing. Punches that box. Ooh. Yeah, Jake, Wes from Dead Pit came on and says he was surprised this movie hasn't been canceled yet.
Thank God. But
Big ass pot, ain't it?
Or just edited to hell and back, particularly that ending.
I've seen some pots like that big, like have some damn filet gumbo in them.
That looks like some dangerous shit, man.
Yeah.
You tip that over and you're done for.
Right.
Yeah.
And we got a point of view shot going through the kitchen there. He's cooking a bunch of corn. That's going to be the main dish is the corn. Hiding under the table there.
The POV shots.
Yeah. Corn salt in the pot there. Yeah. Motherfucker.
Make you a nice ice cream sundae.
Pulling that chair out from under him. Ben, help, Ben. Get the hell in here, Ben.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
And he's dumped that whole pot of boiling water. And I like the hands coming up.
Right. And I don't guess he died, technically.
No.
But he's fucked for life.
I'm sure he wishes he was dead.
Yeah.
Being boiled alive, basically. That face, that screaming face.
That's pretty good practical effects, man.
Yeah, pretty good makeup there. Yeah, he's got basically a full body cast on now. And I'm not going to say who it is, but if you don't know who the killer is in this movie, then you ain't paying attention.
Yeah, I mean
It's pretty obvious from the get-go who's.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta admit, as a kid, I didn't figure it out.
I think I did. I think when I said, "Oh well,"
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
I know who's doing this.
Oh my God! Of course, it's Mel. He's the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta stop him.
I was probably 6 or 7 though when I saw this.
Oh God, I was probably 15, 16.
I was probably too damn young, but you know, what you gonna do?
Uh, I wonder if that guy, like in real life, was he like a fitness instructor or something?
Had to be.
We still got a camp to feed here, so. And he's getting $50 more a week.
Hell yeah. See, all the good things happen with that incident.
In the early 80s, that might have been pretty good money.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
At that cigar, my dad smoked cigars. Until we moved up here where I'm at now, and he stopped smoking. My mother smoked, so she had to have bypass surgery. But my dad used to smoke cigars.
My grandfather did too, and he chewed Red Man.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, so $50 in '83 was 151.
Oh okay. So,
$151 more a week.
pretty good money.
Yeah, that's crazy to think. That's like $100 more 40 years ago.
Well, shit, like say I'm old, but I remember going to get a 16-ounce Dr. Pepper for 50 cents.
Yeah.
You know, candy bars were like 35 cents.
Gas was what, 70 cents?
Yeah, that gas is 75 cents, $1 at most.
Right.
They showing his bare ass in his face there. In fact, I remember when Jimmy Carter was president, it was such a huge deal that gas went up to $1.
Yeah.
That was just like outrageous. Just
Right.
That gas would go up to $1 was just unheard of.
I remember hearing some old timers saying that nobody ever have $1 million or something like that, something along them lines. And I was like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah.
Or nobody have $1 billion. Nobody would ever have $1 billion. I think something like that. But hell, I'm sure they didn't know what the hell they was talking about.
I remember like the old car commercials, and at tops they were like $4,000, $5,000 for nice cars,
Right.
and they would show the price, You talk about something luxurious, $6,000, $7,000 was like a luxury sedan,
All these guys are in crop tops and their shorts are like Daisy Dukes.
Yeah. Yep. And I
Only-
was.
Only in 80s horror will you
Yeah.
find that.
That guy there, you can tell he's circumcised.
Type,
Good Lord, look at this guy.
Damn
Good
belly
Lord.
shirt.
He's wearing Daisy Dukes.
yeah. Shut up the hair, push up the hair. Jesus.
And he's playing little boxing. Remember those little handheld boxing games? Those little handheld video games?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Guy there with the half shirt. So they kick their ass, the kids, the younger kids kick their ass in baseball, and they're not happy about that.
You don't really see kids doing a lot of this anymore. All the kids are like glued to some kind of screen now.
Well, they got their damn cell phones in their hand.
Yeah.
Get their face buried in their cell phones all day.
It's kind of sad. You go to a restaurant nowadays, see a whole family sitting at a table all looking at their phones. Like, what the hell?
I remember watching, it was like the Grammys or something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember this girl that won I think it was a Grammy, and that won a Grammy, and she was walking up to accept her award, and she had her fucking cell phone in her hand, and she was filming herself as she was walking up to get her damn Grammy.
That's a shame. Yeah.
Shit, you know,
Right.
you can't put the fucking phone down to go get your damn Grammy, you know.
Or people going to concerts, you know?
Oh yeah,
Like, enjoy the concert, man.
They don't actually see the people that are performing because they got their damn phones up. They're
Right.
seeing it through a little screen, you know.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell's going on around here? I see you got your Camp Arawak shirt on.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh, cool! I didn't see that, Jay. I'm so nearsighted. I didn't see that. That's cool. Where'd you get that?
Online. I can't remember which website, but yeah, it was.
Okay. Cool.
So cool. Anyway, they're trying to get Angela to participate in something. What's the matter? Can't you talk? I told you she was playing with half a deck. Angela's a nutcase.
Ain't you Looney Tunes?
Ain't you Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
What? It's so fucked up. I mean, like, what's your problem? Can't you talk?
Like I say, there's so many quotable lines in this movie.
Let's just say her aunt kind of jacked her up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
That's a great line. It's so simple, but hey, Angela, how come you're so fucked up?
Yeah.
Yeah, Angela, how come you're so fucked up? We'll find out later. And of course, the little kids are getting bullied and pushed around. And Angela's just staring blankly at everything. here's Paul. Remember, I met you last week when we all first got here. Listen, I heard. Well, I mean, Ricky told me all about it. About her dad and brother getting killed. Said he's sorry about what happened to her family. Talking about Ricky that's been best friends. What would that be? Her cousin?
Yep. Her cousin. That's Judy, right?
Yeah. Man, oh man.
It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Oh, it's movie classic.
Well, at least she's looking at it. She actually says a word.
Yeah.
Is this the first word she's spoken in the movie?
I believe so.
And that word is good night. Now they know she can at least speak. Everyone in this movie just overacts to the extreme, pretty much, except for her, except for Felicia Rose.
Yep. That's how a lot of these films are, though, right? A lot of these slashers.
True.
They're going skinny dipping. I don't know the last time I've seen that many bare asses all together.
It's the sausage fest.
Damn half shirts. Can you buy them anymore?
You can make them.
I bet you can. Is how hard you look on the internet, I guess.
Very 80s thing, those half shirts.
Yeah. But this thing, it had a budget of $350,000 and it made $11 million. So, not bad.
So it was actually pretty successful.
Yeah. I imagine, especially since Friday the 13th had already came out and everything, and
yeah, I'm trying to think what other like slasher films had come out before this. I guess
The Burning. Yeah. These type of camp slashers,
Tony Malum, classic.
Which one?
Oh, the Burning. Love that movie.
Oh yeah, The Burning.
Oh yeah.
You got, Madman, of course.
And speaking of Madman, the Blu-ray and the 4K of Madman, I'm actually on that.
Okay.
I'm interviewing Paul Ehlers at one of the conventions.
Oh yeah, I seen it. I got it. Yeah, I seen your interview. Yeah.
So I'm actually on that. I'm on the 4K on the Blu-ray. So.
Yep, I seen it when I got the Vinegar Syndrome release.
Yeah. See any water snakes out there? Woo!
Tidy Whities, man. I remember that shit.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Jay,
mean the twist though.
Yeah.
You got anything coming up on your channel? Interview that you've done that you're putting up?
Yeah. The the last two I have to post John Abrahams and Brett Wagner
Okay.
Cool.
and maybe Daniel Roebuck coming soon, hopefully.
Cool. Yeah, you need to go and join Jake's channel. It's Jake the Horror Movie Geek or I for Horror, but he does
Okay.
interviews with stars from films and stuff.
Yeah.
Really good. It really gets some good interviews.
Okay. I'll go ahead and subscribe now.
And there's a gruesomely mangled body, and I love that snake coming out of the mouth.
An eye for horror, right?
Right. But I was under Jake the horror movie geek.
Jake the Horror Movie Geek.
Yeah.
And that was a really good effect there with the snake coming out of the mouth, and it, like I say, a good practical effect.
I remember that boy being a pretty damn good swimmer.
Okay. I found your channel.
Oh, that's cool.
You got Motor City Nightmares.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Derek, you need to. He gets some really good interviews.
Okay. I'm subbing now.
But we've got another death now. A girl found in the water, and like I say, that snake coming out of her mouth was really gruesome.
Yeah.
Here's the fitness instructor.
Some volleyball going.
Yep. Of course, there's Angela sitting by herself. I was wondering, want to go to the movie in the rec hall tonight?
I thought we had to go anyway.
So I see you did a slumber party. Slumber Party Massacre not long ago, right?
We did that last week.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, let's see. Oh, I missed your comment, Anthony. So where would this film rank for you guys in terms of camp slasher films? Oh, I'm going to give it like a 9. I swear. This is one of my all-time favorites.
Where would it rank? Yeah, I mean it's probably 8 or 9 out of 10 for me.
Okay. I think it's top tier, 10 out of 10. It's perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a pretty close to a 10 for me because, like I say, it's one that I just love to death and always have a ball watching it.
It's definitely probably in the top 5 for me out of all the camp slashers.
Well, and Angela's one of the best characters for these kind of films. You know, this
Absolutely.
you know, quiet talking girl that's very, very shy and, and has this boy that finally sort of breaks her wall down, is able to, get her to, trust him.
And this one has that nostalgia for me. Like it brings me back to that time when I was a little kid. That's kind of what I think of every time I see this movie. Like I just remember seeing it the first time. It kind of brings me back. It's funny how some films can do that.
Yeah. Well, and it's a very 80s film. So, and of course, I graduated in 1984.
Right.
And he said, "How do you guys feel about the sequels?" I love part 2. I like part 3, but I almost put part 2 almost maybe a notch or 2 below this one.
Yeah, I like part 2. I still this is the one for me out of all of them. Part 3.
No, this definitely is the best, but
yeah, some people put the sequels over this.
But I really, really like part 2. I like part 3, but part 2 I think is really good too.
So much fun, so campy.
Yeah, very much so.
And this reminds me of this was going on. I went to a boys' camp, the boys' club, and shit like this was happening. Playing pranks on people and shit. And
it's authentic. And
so there you go. There's a red herring right there.
And of course, part 2 and 3's got Pamela Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen's sister,
Right.
who won't say a word about any of the movies.
She might when she gets hard up for money, she might start saying something about it.
I think she's a photographer, a professional photographer, I believe.
Right.
But
she may never.
Because she never goes to any conventions or anything. Of course, Felissa Rose goes to all these conventions.
Oh yeah.
Jake got her autograph here recently. She's just one of the best ever at conventions, I believe. Isn't she, Jake?
She is, man. She treats everybody like they're the next door neighbor. You know? Like it's that kind of feel that you get from her.
Yeah. She seems to really genuinely enjoy meeting you and talking to you, and
yeah, just one of them kind of people, man. And there's not many people like that, really. You think about it. I mean, out of the horror celebrities, I guess. Like
yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of kind people, but she might be the kindest. Hell,
That's what I still haven't met her. I always wanted to meet her because Jake met her here recently, and
well, I go to Texas Frightmare too. I didn't go this year, but
it's been 15 years since I've been. It's gotten so corporate and so just all about money, and of course the prices have gone so high. Of course, I used to have a table at the Frightmare, when I was promoting Dawn, and the prequel book I wrote. I do miss it. I miss mainly the vendors, Joe Garcia and such.
Yeah. I've seen Joe up there a couple times.
Of course, Joe does their shirts, So.
Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. It's a lot different than it used to be.
Well, I don't know. It just used to be like, of course, I had a table, so I was there when before they opened the doors and after they closed, where I could go and just sort of visit with some of the guests, and they were real cool to me. I could go. They didn't feel like I needed to get an autograph. I could just go and visit with them, So I'd go and visit with Roddy Piper, just shoot the shit with him. And,
Well, Well, they still have like the after party kind of deal, which, I got sober, so I can't participate in that. So, just for my best interest.
And Ernest Borgnine, I went and just, really had a nice talk with Ernest Borgnine. There's so many of them. Tracy Lords. I just went and just shot this. And in my mind, I'm going, I can't believe I'm sitting here talking to Tracy Lords, just like it's just
it's insane. When you think about it.
Yeah. But anyway, Anthony says some of these horror conventions have gotten so damn big, they almost feel like Comic Cons now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're ginormous.
Yeah. Well, it's just, to me, the fun is going out of it. It used to be, it felt more, I don't know, more casual, more like you were there to sort of hang out. And now it's just like they throw you on a line and you just,
Yeah, and then you got the VIP tickets and
oh God, yeah. And
all that shit. And so
it's just taking the fun out of it. For me, it has.
Line skips and all that. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't go this year. I know Michael Ironside was there.
Oh man.
I did want to meet him, but
What did you see? Did someone posted? I think it was on the Dead Pit site. Mark Hamill. And just a plain autograph picture is $400.
oh man,
Yeah, that's just
Holy
not getting good, but and a picture and a selfie I think is like $500, and then they have something that's like a package deal. It's like $700. But the very rock bottom you're going to spend on Mark Hamill is $400.
damn.
And I remember when autographs were $20.
Yeah.
And that got you the autograph and the picture with him. $20.
I don't know what I can't remember what I spent, but I met John Carpenter last year. And that was, he ran us through like cattle. So I didn't really get to talk to him long. But I did get the thing signed. I actually got it right here. I got this damn thing signed.
Oh, cool. I've got that very poster hanging on the wall here.
Right. But
And
it was cool. He was still cool, man. He was cool as hell. A lot of people say he's kind of grumpy and shit, but
well, I've got a carpenter story. Okay.
Yeah.
Now he come to Frightmare, and this was God, good Lord, 2010, maybe. Anyway, I was at Frightmare, and I had a table there, and I interviewed Dick Miller. I had some great interviews. I interviewed for Dead Pit back in the day.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to mess with Carpenter because he was at a different table on a different floor, and he had security and all that. So I wasn't going to screw with Carpenter. But anyway, I rode the elevator with him. It was just me and John Carpenter. And that's when the Ward was about to come out. It hadn't come out yet. The Ward.
Oh yeah.
And
that dumpster fire.
yeah. And so and he actually started the conversation. He goes, "So you enjoying the weekend?" I said, "Yes, sir, I am. I said, "By the way, when's the Ward going to come out?" And he kind of shook his head and goes, "Damn it, man, I haven't finished it yet." And I kind of annoyed him asking that question. He smiled when he said it because, "Damn it, man, I hadn't finished it yet." I said, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to come out soon, And then the elevator door opened up, and then he kind of waved at me. "Enjoy your weekend." I said, "Thank you, sir."
Yeah.
So that's my Carpenter story. I rode the elevator with him, and I kind of ticked him off asking about the Ward. I mean, it was cool. He didn't get mad, but he was just kind of shaking his head, kind of
I mean, they ran us through there like cattle. I mean, really, you couldn't really say nothing. And I shook his hand. He autographed this, and that was it.
Yeah, well, that's how they do everybody these days. But let's get to this death here by bees.
Yeah, sorry.
Uh, it's a stick full of bees coming through the door there. And
Oh, yeah.
a guy popping a deuce on the toilet there, and woo.
That still holds up, man.
And actually, I'm assuming this is actually a real person, and not a dummy with bees all over his face. Now, at this point in real life, wouldn't they had just pretty much shut down the park and said, oh, "Okay,
Absolutely, they would
you
have.
know,
Yeah.
let's go home now."
All the parents have been called.
Yeah.
Come get your kid.
And those autograph prizes, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly, Anthony. And speaking of that, if you don't mind saying, how much was Carpenter?
That's what I'm saying. I think I spent, it was probably like 150. Yeah.
I think the year that he was at Frightmare, he was $40.
Yeah. Yeah. It was probably $150 for Carpenter. But, you know, Sam Raimi was 80.
Well, you know, and it was one convention not too long ago. It was all Raimi brothers. It was all three of them.
Yeah.
Was it Sam and Ted, and who's the other one?
Ted was there, but it was just Ted and Sam, though. And they was all weird with Sam. They had, like Uncle Bill said, he had like these private bodyguards and shit. Like, it was weird.
Huh.
It was kind of, couldn't really say nothing to him either. Not too much.
What's the last convention you went to, Dirk?
That's what I was saying last year at Texas Frightmare.
Oh, at Frightmare, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Not this year, but last year.
And where are you at now?
I'm in Shreveport.
Shreveport, okay.
Yep. Shreveport, Louisiana. Yep.
Oh, nice.
The boot.
That's one of my favorite Randy Newman songs. Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 3 hours from Dallas.
Guy trying to get some off Angela there.
Oh, yeah, you were right. I forgot about that shit.
Oh, yeah, but the dad and the...
Yeah. That's a creepy little scene right here.
Actually, I think for the time period, not to treat them like they're stereotypes and treat them kind of normal was kind of unique, you know.
Yeah.
They're not like caricatures or cartoonish, you know. Anyway, we're getting a flashback here that's got Angela upset. Let's see. Anthony says, who was your favorite person to interview, Jay? My favorite person to interview, I'm going to say Dick Miller, because he was so cool. It's probably not my best interview, but it's probably the one I enjoyed the most. And just sitting and talking with Dick Miller. And I was with my sister, and it was him and his wife. And after the interview, we just sat at the table for like 30 minutes and just visited. Me and Dick Miller and his wife and my sister. And just so cool just to just hang with him. You know, of course, you know, Gremlins and all the movies that always really liked Dick Miller. And always.
Yeah, great character actor for sure.
Yeah.
I'll tell
But
you.
William Forsythe, which probably my all-time favorite comedy is Raising Arizona.
Okay. Yeah.
So I you see that it's on the Dead Pig channel too. Me talking to William Forsythe. Really enjoyed that one. But him and John Goodman in Raising Arizona, I love.
I did check out that the Constipator?
Master Constipator.
Yeah.
With the
Chester Grimm.
no, Chet Cheddar.
Yeah.
Chet Cheddar's Tales from the Morgue.
Okay, that's what it was then.
Yeah, we
It's
did
on,
that show for National Public Radio. Me and my friend Mark. He passed away in 2010. But yeah, that's on the archive.org site.
That's some fun stuff though. I was at work. You know, I'm a painter. I'm sitting there listening to it while I'm painting this damn laundry room.
Master Constipator.
Yeah.
Now, whether they playing a game here is the flag or capture the flag.
Capture the flag. Yep. Well, we had fun in the 80s, man. As a kid, I did. I mean, he was always outside doing shit, you know? Like,
well, you know, growing up, like in the 70s and 80s,
yeah,
I spent all day outdoors as a kid.
Me too.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's your parents pretty much, particularly during the summer, they kicked your ass out of the house. Get
Yep.
the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Go find something to do and go play, you know. And I grew up, my father ran a marina, a campground down here at the lake. So there was always kids to play with, campers, you know, and a lake to swim in. I taught myself to swim at Lake Mahia. So there was always something to do outdoors. Had to step the merry-go-round, swing sets are still down there, you know.
Right.
So there was always something to do as a kid, but I spent all day outdoors. I didn't come inside the house until the sun started going down.
I went to summer camp. I had to do that because I had a single mother raising me, and so she had to work. I had to go to summer camp. The boys' club.
You ever go, Jake?
No, actually.
No, I never went to a summer camp.
Yeah. Well, the boys' club it was free, basically. You know, didn't cost anything.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty rough, I gotta say. But
Without going in too much detail, why was it so rough?
just, you know, like you can imagine. I mean, like it's free for one, so a lot of knuckleheads, man. A lot of knuckleheads, and just a lot of bullying kind of shit going on and shit like that.
Kind of like this movie.
Yeah.
That girl there's got a very athletic belly. She's taking care of herself. Been doing her sit-ups.
Wasn't no AC or nothing like that in the cabins, and you know, hot as hell.
115 degrees.
Yeah.
There's Angela. She's doing that staring off into space bit again. Well, say something, you spoiled little bitch.
Right.
My good friend Angela here doesn't feel like going in the water today. Oh, she doesn't, does she? Well, I think I can fix that. He grabs Angela and is going to dunk her in the lake.
And that can't go on in these days either. You can't just I can't just grab a kid up like that.
Yeah.
Hell no. Good back when I was, man, I'd get my ass tore up at school or wherever. It didn't matter.
Well, Angela doesn't want to get wet, and there's a very good reason why she doesn't want to get wet.
Yeah.
Something might be revealed if she gets too wet.
Mm-hmm. How old was she? She was like 13, 14?
I don't know. I want to say she was something like 19, but I could be wrong about that.
I think she was 13. I'm pretty sure.
How old, Jake?
13.
Oh, 13? I didn't know she was that young.
Yep. This is her first role, right? Besides
Yeah.
commercials. I think she
Yeah.
did commercials or something. But I've listened to her talk about it before. The only reason I know. She I don't know if she still has it. Oh, go ahead.
Let's see. Anthony says, have you guys seen any good movies lately? I just watched Strange Darling. I really want to see that Strange Darling. I've heard that's great. Strange Darling in the theater and thought it was very well written and shot. The cinematography and lighting were incredible. Yeah, I want to see Strange Darling. I don't get to go to the movies. I just don't get to. I live out here about 40 miles away from the nearest movie theater, and I don't have anyone to go with. So I don't get to see anything until it streams, which is sad. But I just don't. Like I really want to see Long Legs,
Yeah.
and Alien Romulus, and Strange Darling. I'd love to see all those movies, but
Is Longlegs streaming now? I think.
I don't know. I need to look and see if it's streaming.
Or pretty soon. It should be. Do you have Shudder, Jay?
I don't have Shudder, but I've got the Amazon channel. I've got Hulu. I've got Disney Plus. Got Netflix. But I need to look and see if maybe it's streaming. For a price, but hopefully not too high.
Well, I mean, I've seen some good movies, but they're not new. They're pretty old. They're like some 70s stuff. It's hold on, I'm trying to think what it's called now.
How about you, Jake? Movie wise,
Nothing lately, unfortunately.
I did see Maxine.
oh, I want to see Maxine.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was good, but a little overhyped. I think everybody overhyped it for their,
You don't think does it live up to X and Pearl, or is it kind of beneath those?
It's the lesser of all three.
Okay.
But it's still good. I still give it a 7. I just don't like the way the ending is. I'll just say that. I'm gonna spoil it, but
I'm really anxious to see it though.
yeah.
I love
the ending.
X.
Yeah, the ending was a little weak. Yeah, but I've seen a couple Policio Teskey. The Night Caller, I think, is one of them, and trying to think.
Oh, and another one that I see is streaming. I want to see that is a Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah.
Great movie.
There's a girl getting stabbed through. Now, what is that? Is a shower wall or shower?
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
She was stabbed through the shower. Now,
Yeah.
rinsing the knife off, rinsing the blood off the knife. She was stabbed in the back. She was going to take or the killer's even going to shut the water off. That's nice. Not going to leave the water running.
I'm looking now. Let's see. So yeah, let's see. Must have not put them in there.
Now, what are you looking up, Dirk?
It's the big racket was one that I
Oh
recently
yeah,
saw.
yeah. No, I've heard of that too.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a damn good one.
Anthony says, I'm with you, Dirk. The ending to Maxine was pretty lackluster. It's not a bad watch, though. Yeah. Well, I'm really anxious to see Maxine because like I say, I love X and Pearl.
Yeah, I mean, it's got some good stuff. Still, it's still worth watching. I'll say that. I went to the theater and seen it. I'm an X fan, though. I know a lot of people love Pearl the most, but I'm kind of like the X guy. I like X the most out of all three.
Yeah. Well, I do. I love X, but I don't know if Pearl. I almost like Pearl a little better because I love the look of it. That kind of Technicolor, like Gone with the Wind kind of look to it. That real black colors. I love the look of Pearl.
Right. Yeah,
Like
Pearl's what, like 50s, 60s?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, no, I think it takes place. Like, I forget, but it's like earlier than that, like 1918 or something like that.
Is it? I thought it was in the 50s, but I guess I'm wrong.
Because the old lady in X is Pearl.
Right.
Yeah.
And Mia Goth, that's why I like X the most, because she's playing Pearl.
Yeah, and Maxine.
Yeah. Which I think
But
it gets
yeah,
over.
I just love the look of Pearl, that kind of Technicolor.
Yeah. Oh, it's great. It's a beautiful film.
Like a 1940s, 50s movie in Technicolor,
Mm-hmm.
And Darren Burrows. What's up, guys? Hey, Darren. What's
going on, man?
We're watching Sleepaway Camp, and we're having a ball. And one of my all-time favorite slasher films.
That's my partner in crime.
Darren.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. He said he saw The Mousetrap. That's one of the worst films ever.
Is this a new movie?
Yeah, it's they made a slasher out of Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
I started watching it and I got about 5 minutes in and was like, nope, I'm good.
Well, the original Mickey Mouse, the Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, is public domain.
Yep.
But it has to be the Steamboat Willie Mickey.
That's what it is too. Yeah, it's something.
Do you have to kiss so wet?
Judy's trying to get it in, huh?
Do you have to kiss so wet?
Oh yeah, here comes Mr. Pervy. Am I misremembering? Don't he come on to her at some point in the movie?
Now, who's that now?
That guy right there that just walked out.
Now, what was the question?
Don't he come on to Judy a little bit? Or am I misremembering?
I don't remember either.
I'm trying to think.
Maybe not. I might be mixing it with a different film. Shit. I got that sometimers kicking in.
I'm the old man here.
Right.
Well, he was told that she was the girl he's looking for was taking a shower.
Yeah.
Out she comes. Her back is slit down her back. And who's he talking about? I had him, he did this. Who's he talking about?
Ricky.
Yeah.
Oh,
And again, good makeup effects, man. I mean,
yeah.
still holds up.
Yeah.
Got to stop. Got to stop.
There's some old hair curlers. My sister had one of those.
Oh man, I got a story about a hair curler.
And what is that?
Oh, this girl, when I was in high school, her name was Rebecca. I'm not gonna say her name because I guess I almost messed up. But yeah, it was at a party. Let's just say she was having a little too much fun with a curling iron, and they had to rush her to the emergency room.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it down south?
Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they had to rush her to the emergency room.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what the hell possessed that girl to do that, but
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh God, I'll sleep about that. I'll remember that in my sleep. And Darren says, I've always preferred 2 and 3. Have you guys seen Return to Sleepaway Camp? I haven't seen that.
no, I haven't.
I've seen it, but I hate the character Alan. He sucks. He's worse than Franklin. And Franklin from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Alan sucks. He's a bully and he gets bullied. He deserves what he gets.
Yeah.
Just FYI, in my opinion.
You know, I got a theory about Franklin, though. I know he's irritating, he's annoying, but I think he had the right idea out of all of them. You know, he didn't even want to go. They shouldn't have went. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Where's that curling iron?
Look at this guy. Oh,
I can't really tell what that is. It's just a bunch of, what is that? What's he looking at? What is that? It's it's bloody, whatever it is.
The ribs.
Now, who is it?
The kids camping.
yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
I had trouble seeing what was going on there for a moment.
Now, do you think they could ever make a remake of this?
Part of me says no, because like I say, everything is so PC and shit these days.
Yeah.
But then you have Terrifier 2 and Terrifier 3 about to come out. So
Yeah.
it's still possible to push the envelope, so to speak, how they got away with Terrifier 2. I'm glad they did. I'm glad they got away with it.
Yeah.
It shows you it can still be done, and movies like that can still be made and still be put out and still be successful and still make some money.
Right.
So that should inspire other people to make similar types of movies that sort of push the envelope, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, the independent, I think that's where newer films are, independent filmmakers is really where it's at now. A lot of new Hollywood is I don't care for a lot of it. You know, it's just
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that I want to see. Like, say, I want to see Alien Romulus.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see Deadpool versus or Deadpool and Wolverine. I want to see that. There's a few that I want to see, but for the most part, yeah. It's independent film is the way to go. Like that Strange Darling that Anthony spoke of. I'd love to see that. Which was shot on 35. The director shot it on 35.
Hell yeah.
Which is really rare these days to shoot on film.
Yeah, that's extremely rare, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Mel. That's sad.
These are the worst damn camp counselors, though. You know, like.
Well, like I say, just the very idea that this camp is still open and still functioning after all these kids have been killed.
Yeah.
This is kind of like, oh well, let's sleep it off, and tomorrow's another day. Let's go swimming, she says. What about our clothes? Take them off.
Oh yeah.
Well, he loves that idea.
Oh, hey.
I don't know how long he'll love it, but. Baby Ruth.
Is that a Baby Ruth?
Yep.
I still eat those. I still eat Baby Ruth. I put them in the freezer. I get them and put them in the freezer. I like them cold.
Ooh. This sounds good.
Oh. So Meg has bought it. There won't be many kids left. Yeah, they're calling for Angela, looking for her. And they hear some singing. And we're about to approach one of the greatest endings in slasher film history.
And certainly the most controversial for a while.
I can imagine, yeah.
Maybe still.
We see Angela's back. She appears to be naked. And she's stroking. Now, who's the boy? Stroking his head.
Yeah. And here's the reveal. Why?
So now we go back to a flashback, and we've got this crazy aunt. Oh, but then it's such a dear. I'm sure that he won't mind. You see, I've always wanted a little girl. But of course, when my husband left, oh, well, that's all water under the bridge, as they say. Water under the bridge. But it certainly will be a nice little surprise when Richard comes home to find a little girl in the house. Yes, I've always dreamed of having a little girl just like you. I mean, we already have a boy, so another one simply would not do. Oh, no, absolutely not. A little girl would be so much nicer. Don't you think so, Angela? Angela. Such a lovely name. Why, I believe it means angel. Why, yes, I'm sure it does. I know you would like that name, won't you, Peter? And now we've got that face,
Yep.
that screaming face, those eyes bugged out, and the reveal that Angela is not Angela. Angela is Peter, and Peter has a Peter.
Yeah.
My God, she's a boy.
And
Yeah,
we're gonna freeze on that screaming face, and she's making this hissing sound, this kind of hissing
Creep.
scream she's making.
Yeah, man. When I saw this, like I said, I was young as hell, very confused. I was like, "What the hell just happened?"
Well, we discovered that in the boating accident, it was not Angela that survived, but it was Peter that survived.
Yeah.
And Angela was killed in that accident. But the aunt, when she adopted Peter, well, she's already got a son, and she would not have another boy. She had to have another. She had to have a little girl.
Yeah.
So Peter became Angela.
Twisted Ants. What's another movie? You ever seen Butcher Baker, Nightmare Maker?
I've heard of that. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Me neither.
I think you'll like that one, Jay. It's another twisted ant kind of movie. But
I definitely have heard of that.
right.
But I don't think I've seen it. But yeah, I'll have to put that on the list, so to speak. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, if you're seeing this for the first time, you're seeing the ending to one of the most infamous endings for a slasher film, where we find out Angela was actually Peter, and the way that was done, because Felicia Rose was too young to have a prosthetic. I think that was one of the initial ideas, was to have a prosthetic for her, but she was too young to wear such a thing. I think that the whatever the laws were or whatever, I think her mother didn't want her doing that, something to that effect.
Right.
So they hired a college student that's wearing the Angela mask with that screaming face, and it's an actual teenage boy.
Yep. And I don't think they can find him either, can they?
I wonder, like I say, I wonder if he's ever done any conventions.
Right. Yeah.
That'd be a cool one to meet. Meet the, but yeah. So it is not a fake. Peter doesn't have a fake Peter. That's a real one, and it's a. I don't know who the actor's name is, but it's an actual college student wearing that mask, Angela mask. So.
Right.
So yeah, one of the greats, one of the best. Sleepaway Camp. So many quotable lines in that movie, and just.
Yeah, it still holds up, man. It's we're near the end of summer, so perfect time.
Yeah, great summer film, great summer slasher film. Yeah,
Absolutely. Classic.
I see Anthony got a comment. He says,
oh, hang on. I'm sorry, I missed that. There have been some great independent films to come out this year. Strange Darling, Late Night with the Devil, Long Legs, Cuckoo, Immaculate, and In a Violent Nature. Huh.
I watched some of In a Violent Nature. It's kind of like you're following the killer around the whole time.
Huh.
But I didn't like none of the characters. I didn't like none of the characters. And I think it's done on purpose. But it's a gory, slasher kind of flick.
Did you see Long Legs?
I haven't yet. but I'm actually thinking about watching that tonight. It's on streaming now somewhere. Yeah.
Do you know what it costs to stream it?
I don't think so. I think it's on Prime. I'm not sure though. Let me make sure.
Of course, I mean, I love Nick Cage. There's so many films of his that I love, and there's some films that you say, well, Nick Cage is this. Nick Cage is Dracula. Well, I'm there. Nick Cage is a serial killer. Well, I'm there.
Right.
That's all you need to tell me is Nick Cage is playing this part. And
yeah, you never know what you're gonna get with Nick Cage.
No.
he's a man of 1,000 faces.
Exactly. He can really he can go completely overboard, or he can be one of the best actors there is.
Yeah. Have you seen Willy's Wonderland with him in it?
I haven't seen that yet. I've got that on my queue to watch.
He don't say one word in the whole film.
Yeah.
He don't say one word in the whole damn movie.
Kind of a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of deal with the animatronic.
It's way better. It's way better. It's fun. It's a fun little movie. My son Grayson, he liked it. He enjoyed it. He hated Five Nights at Freddy's though. So,
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't think it is, but
yeah, I've got that on my queue. That film.
I'm looking now on Prime to see if Longleg's on there. I've seen it somewhere though, where it's streaming.
But yeah, and I want to see Late Night with the Devil. What is the girl vampire? What's that girl's the little girl vampire? What was that damn movie?
Abigail.
Yeah, I want to see Abigail.
Oh yeah, it's on Prime, but it's to rent or buy. No, Longlegs.
Yeah. How much is it to rent?
Let's see. $20.
That's a little high. Yeah.
Yeah. $20. If you want to rent it, if you want to buy it, $25.
Yeah. I'll wait until around $5.
Yeah. There's so much shit to watch. I mean, I'm constantly watching all this old stuff from the 70s and even before.
Well, also for your show, your channel.
Right. Yep. Yeah. The two movies we're watching are The Monster of Florence and The Killer Is Still Among Us. So, both in 1986 too. When they were made, but yeah, man.
Well, guys, is there anything before we sign off? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to promote? Anyone that's watching have a question for us, or anything you want to say or a comment about? As always, I say, if you would please give us a thumbs up if you're watching this and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Kind of spread the word about it. And let's see. Anthony says that stream we did last night has had over 800 views between the two channels. Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say go to Dead Piz channel. Check out that stream we did last night. The Eurocrypt. That was a pretty fun little stream. Covering some first-time watches for Jay, right?
Yeah. Like pretty much. I think I'd seen the Amityville, but it'd been so long I forgot everything about it. So,
right.
But yeah, really enjoyed that. But Jake, once again, what you have coming up?
John Abrahams and Brett Wagner. I have to post those, and hopefully Daniel Roebuck.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. Badass stream, fellas. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate it, Anthony.
And Darren says, cheers, Anthony.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this has been a good one. I certainly, this is, appreciate you joining us, Dirk. And I've done a lot with Jake, but it's nice to have someone new and joining us. And
Yeah, man.
we'll have to do this again. We'll have to do another watch along together because this went really well, I think, you know, and really enjoyed
Yeah,
this.
man. Yeah, I had a good time. That's like I like to do watch alongs every now and then. So
Yeah. Well, this one, like I say, this is one of the great ones. It's the great
Yeah.
camp.
yeah. I appreciate you having me on, and I'll say everybody have a great week. You know, I'm gonna be, you know, doing my thing, painting. So you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, we finally, you know, of course, this is Texas during the summertime, so it's been 100 degrees every day for the past 2 months, you know, but we've had this extreme heat that's finally starting to sort of level off a little bit. So instead of 115 degree wind, you know, the heat index, and now it's just an even 100. So
It's like that here too. It's around 100 right now.
Yeah.
So,
but okay, Dirk and Jake, I guess we'll sign off now. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been a really good one. Really have enjoyed this, and we'll do this again soon. I'm not sure exactly what our next subject will be for the Being Real show. I'll give that some thought. If anyone has some ideas, please let me know. And but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Okay.
And I'll see you guys and see everybody. Thank you guys for watching, and everyone that's commented, Anthony and Darren and everyone in West, I think.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys soon, and y'all have a good one.
Yeah. Take care, y'all.
You too. Take it easy.